Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!
What's going on, Cranksters? Welcome back to another beautiful Scalp N CHill. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful evening, good morning, good night, whatever it might be, wherever you might be at. What an amazing day of trading it's been. Great trading. And then, you know, I just want to go over a handful of things today because, you know, me, the Coliseum, the Cranksters, we've been lighting it up, boy. We've been lighting it up. And the name of the game is to do it so many fucking times that it just starts to become effortless. You know, I was just reading some of these things and I'm going, man, it's the same thing every single day, guys. We popped off almost $8,000 now worth of total trades. The Coliseum got to partake in these trades. Obviously, this is no financial advice. You guys can, we'll do the quick disclaimer because, again, this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Trading involves significant risk, and you may lose more than your initial investment. All trading decisions are made at your own discretion. All right, trade responsibly. But what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in the Coliseum. You know, the thumbnail says it all. We've been trading Bitcoin. We were able to take the longs here from the bottom. We knew that this thing was going to end up creeping out, creeping below, popping off, kind of just rinsed out both sides, right? Rinsed out both sides. And then we ended up getting our pop. We did end up getting our pop. And USDT Dominance has been telling the story, and we've been holding these levels for a long time. We have been absolutely holding this, brother. Ooh, I'm telling you, it is decision time. It is coming into decision time, Cranksters. And I'm telling you, this is going to either break down or it's going to break out. And when this move happens, you're either going to see Bitcoin come into the low 50s or Bitcoin squeezing up into the mid 70s. I mean, this next move is going to be violent. The volatility for Bitcoin has been absolutely low. It's been very, very, very low, right? We haven't been seeing a big volatile Bitcoin, and that's not in Bitcoin's nature. And everybody needs to understand that that move is coming. That move is absolutely coming. I keep warning the Cranksters. I keep warning everybody in the Coliseum. Do not get caught up on the wrong side of these candles. And that really just goes into our strategy, which is scalping. This has been a scalper's dream the last month and a half, really almost the entire year, right? Almost the entire year, whether we're going from 65 to 72, 72 to 78, 84 down to 78, back to 82. But this has been a scalper's paradise. And I can tell you guys that a lot of people don't like this market. They call it crab markets. They think it's dog shit or whatever the fuck they think. But to us in the Coliseum, we understand, all right? We understand that we trade the market that we have, not the market that we want. We lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, and we use the exact same process every single day. We use the exact same process. We use support, resistance, fib levels, volume, and a little bit of market cipher. Outside of that, guys, when we go into these support and resistance levels, it tells us our story. It tells us where our entries should be, where our exits should be, and we follow through and we execute. And again, I've told the Cranksters already that for the month of all right, for the month of August, how well can you not interfere with the process? You know, the process works. We understand that our strategy is scalping. What is scalping? We're getting in, we're getting out, we're trading within the 5, 10, 20 minute. If we don't see a time frame right between the 5 up to the 20 minute, we're zooming out to like the 1 hour. But there is a structure to be traded. There is a structure to be traded, and this we have to follow through with our strategy, because the strategy is our edge. We can only scalp if the structure is there, correct? And we've been talking about this almost for a year and a half now. We've been cranksters, brother. Let me tell you, we've been talking about this for a year, and I'm really excited to say that, you know, today we were able to also add some new assets to our repertoire. I'm excited because SanDisk, brother, SanDisk has just been a banger, absolute banger. SpaceX, just an absolute banger. Shout out to zoomex and this exchange for bringing all of our assets. Shout out to zoomex, cranksters. Make sure to lock in your VIP or like your VIP access. Okay, I understand that new traders are absolutely going to get mauled by fees. This isn't a promotional thing. You join the Coliseum, you lock in your VIP tier 2 fees, which is equivalent to like VIP tier 6 everywhere else, and then we get our opportunity to scalp and have better trading transactions. Okay, you guys get into zoomex, follow me into the Coliseum. If you're a well out there trading, I don't care where you're trading out of, man. If you're trading $50 to $100 million, you need to be in the Coliseum. And reach out to me at VIP at Real CryptoCrank, and I can offer you something that nobody else can. We're building something very special here, and I keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. This is where you're going to want to be going into this next bull run. Surround yourself with other cranksters in the Coliseum that have the exact same idea, locking it in. 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3%. It doesn't matter if you're trading with $1,000 or if you're trading with, you know, $500,000. All right, guys. And so again, and just real quick, just we're knocking through this challenge right now. I do have the Bitcoin short. We took $1 million Bitcoin short here. Looks like we might be able to get tapped out. I took a XRP long because XRP did not end up having the pop like Bitcoin did. So I'm going to hold probably this position. I want to get stopped out in profit on the Bitcoin long. And then also, just so that we can show this here, we just clapped out the SanDisk trade. I just closed out another $1,100 for the day, guys. So it's a $7,800 day as a whole, right? $7,800. We streamed for almost 2-3 hours in the morning. Multiple cranksters were able to take these trades with me if they wanted to follow or just watch. Excuse me, but we're doing this absolutely every single day. We're doing this absolutely every single day. Get into the Coliseum. Surround yourself with other cranksters and traders that are they have the same mindset. 1, 2, 3%. Our expectations, guys, when we're scalping within our structures and we follow through with this and we execute, and just to where it becomes effortless. And I love seeing it because we have some cranksters that are absolutely flourishing. And this is not a swing trading market. Let me just go over Bitcoin real quick, and then we're going to look at SanDisk, and we're also going to look at SpaceX. But this is not a swing trade environment. Go ahead and try to swing trade this. I fucking dare you, man, because you know what? Yeah, could this have held? Maybe. Is Bitcoin absolutely coiling up right now? Absolutely. We've been in this macro tight compression. We also look at USDT dominance. We can absolutely see here on the daily that USDT dominance is coiling up. It is decision time, and I'm here to tell you, I don't want to be caught on the wrong side of those candles. All of this trading in here with the ditty bitty tango, USDT dominance to Bitcoin, has been phenomenal. This is the best when we have these large moves, swings, support's been holding. As we start to get compressed, we don't know what's going to end up happening here. All right? Are we going to break out? Are we going to break down? If we break down, I'm here to tell you, the last line of defense is going to end up being right around 60,100. You know, 61,100, 61,400, somewhere in here. You really need Bitcoin to hold this level and roll out, because if it does not hold, I'm here to tell you, we go out to the weekly on Bitcoin. We do have those targets 54 to 57, and then I'm telling you, I really do believe that we're going to end up seeing $49,000. We're going to end up taking these guys out. I'm still sticking to my guns. Could we squeeze? Absolutely. Ain't nobody know, man. Ain't nobody know, guys. That's the best part about trading is one day we could be a bull, the next day we could be a bear. Who gives a fuck, right? We're making money. We're just scalping it. We're making money. We're getting our daily bread. We're in, we're out, we walk away. That's exactly what the thumbnail is all about. You're in, you're out, we have our structure, and then you walk away and we're done for the day. All right? And so when we look at Bitcoin real quick, it is decision time, guys. We've been going on almost an entire month. When we look at this price action here, oh yeah, and the other thing too, I did have the long from the bottom, and I closed that out. That was a $3,000 trade. Part of that, when we got this. But when we look at this here, we have been absolutely sideways trading for almost, a month and a half? Hardly any volatility. Bitcoin's not heading up towards $70,000. Bitcoin has not been breaking down below 60. It is time for a Bitcoin volatile move. And I'm here to tell you, it's coming. It's coming. But you guys got to also understand, do not get caught. I'm here to tell you, man, this is where I keep saying to the cranksters, this is really a no trading zone. Unless you truly size down and you understand the market that you're in right now, because when this thing either breaks out, we're squeezing all the way up to 70K. They're going to fucking blow these guys out of the water. Or two, we're going to just blast through 60K again. We're going to blast through 60K. I do not want to get caught on either one of the sides of these candles. With that being said, when we look at some of these trades, it is a scalper's market. This is short in territory. We have another lower high. Could we squeeze up a little higher? I barely just took the short. I took the short real quick. I saw this thing kind of getting gassed out. I also saw USDT dominance was getting ready to get a USDT dominance, kind of did this little 1 minute double bottom, really didn't tank, and then I started seeing a pop. So I just said, you know what, let's short Bitcoin. Let's short Bitcoin real quick. I'm on this little challenge right now, and who knows? I have a whole bunch of prop accounts. I hate going over my expectations or my goals because in trading, you can't really have goals. You can't have goals with trading. You have to trade the market that you have, not the market that you want. You got to follow through with the, adversity throughout the day. And the biggest thing to do is having goals and saying, I have to do this, because in day trading and inside of the charts, it never plays out that way, right? You can't just say, hey, I have to make $500 a day. No, if the structure is there, we get to perform our strategy, we lock it in, and then you get to walk away. There's some days that environment just doesn't exist. That environment doesn't exist. And you got to be very cognizant of this, because otherwise you're going to be forcing trades. You're going to be rolling through trying to just say, hey, I'm available right now. I work my job, so I think I should just get, I can scalp. But if the structure's not there, this is another opportunity to just absolutely get wrecked, right? And you guys don't want to get wrecked, right? You guys want to absolutely keep growing your accounts to make sure that you survive another day, and we can go into this next cycle, and you guys are going to be pretty happy. But with Bitcoin and USDT dominance, it is decision time, cranksters. It's another stream where I'm pretty much saying, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, the big move is getting ready to happen. USDT dominance is either breaking down, which means Bitcoin's going to rip, or USDT dominance is going to break out, and Bitcoin is absolutely going to plummet into the low 50s, mid 50s, low 50s. All right, that's just the scenario for Bitcoin. Now, let's get off to the breadwinners, because today we made almost $7,800, right? We did it all live stream in the Coliseum off of SanDisk and SpaceX. We have been absolutely annihilating these trades on SanDisk. Look at this thing, man. We have just been this thing has been, it's up another 50%, 86% as of today. But you know what? When we look at like a 20-minute structure and the way we do this, this is excellent, excellent, excellent. You just pretty much long this thing. You got stops directly underneath. Every single one of these pullbacks, I have absolutely longed on SanDisk, and it's just been absolutely amazing, amazing trading. When we had this initial pullback here, told the cranksters I was going to take it. when we were trading inside of this range right in here, again, we have multiple lows, 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 lows. This is like a support on the initial pop. You guys got to remember, when these assets are moving like this, these are 1% moves up and down with a little bit of leverage. And you guys know me, all right? You guys know me. I use low leverage, high margin. I'm not ever over 5 to 10x leverage. If I'm trading these stocks, I'm typically trading with $20, $30, $40,000 in margin, and I'm using 5x leverage. These little moves are getting me my 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3%, back to back to back to back. And you got, when we say that we have to trade the market that we have, not the market that we want. We got to follow some of these assets. And and again, shout out to zoomex for listing all of these stocks. I'm becoming a little stock trader against USDT Tether. Brother, somebody call the fucking police, because there's a Tether robbery happening on some of these assets, man. It's absolutely awesome. But look at SanDisk. I just took the short from up on top, nailed this thing. I took the long from the bottom, closed it up right up in here because, again, this was resistance. But when we look at this, these are excellent, phenomenal assets to be scalping, guys. Phenomenal. And it's trading these things are no different. I'm here to tell you, trading SanDisk is no different than trading Bitcoin. It's very, very easy. We're able to get in with some size if that's what you want to do. But every single one of these shorts, every single one of these longs, right? Every single one of these shorts, we've absolutely killing it. And here, I'll actually show you guys here. Let's look at this real quick here. Let's see here. Hold on. Go to a 15-minute time frame here. But I have absolutely been loving these trades, these last 3 trades on SanDisk. And then we're going to jump right over to the other one here. But hold on. We can see here, again, longs, shorts, longs, shorts, shorts, longs. Excellent asset to absolutely be scalping against, because you know what? The price action is in our favor. Momentum is in our favor. You absolutely can light this asset up. It is very easy to scalp. The volume is there. People are attacking these things. Guys, just because Bitcoin's taking a shit and it's boring as can possibly be does not mean that there isn't other assets that we get to trade. And again, we have SanDisk. We also have SpaceX. Here, let's go over to SpaceX, and we're going to go to that one next. Here we go. Yeah, we missed you, Oha. Where the hell have you been, buddy? Oha, by the way, who's running this shit by now, right? Like, who's running this shit, brother? Where have you been, dude? You gave up on crypto, didn't you, dude? You said this shit's too hard. I've given back too much. I think I'm just going to give up, dude, and I'm going to go buy all these other assets. Here we go. Yeah, so again, we've been trading this SpaceX as well. Scalping all these assets. Hold on here. What the fuck is going on here? A couple little SpaceX trades here for today. Been ripping them. What's going on, Cody? And let's do a quick shout out, guys. And then let's get some music going and let's see if we can take another trade. What's good, everybody? What's happening, everybody? Let's get back over here, man. Guys, I got to be honest with you. It's hard to come in and stream and do, you know what? Thank God I could just come in and do a quick market analysis, because I do not want to overtrade. We had 6 trades, $7,800, 0 stop losses. It's a good day. It's a good trading day, and you just, when you have days like this, you just want to walk the fuck away. Walk away. But we're going to do the scalp and chill, maybe try to squeeze out a little something, but man, I don't want to give a damn dollar back. I don't want to give shit back to anybody. Not the exchange, not back because I know better, whatever. You know what I mean? Do not want to give it back. But yeah, guys, SpaceX has been another one. Absolutely just a serious banger. We've been trading SpaceX from the very bottoms of these things. We were, jeez, let's go out here to the daily. We were knocking this thing out of the park between 109s up to 115s, right around here. The big move happened. This was amazing. This scalpage right here. This 130 to 136, 140 was amazing. Oh my goodness. When we look at this and it's trading so clean, look at this clean breakout, right? We break out, retest. Oh, this is, when we were looking at these trades too, a lot of the cranksters ended up taking these trades. You just pretty much, it's real simple. You take the fucking long, you set stops directly underneath, and bang, dude. Simple, simple, simple trading. Support and resistance, simple trading. You don't even need any type of, you got momentum on its side. Real simple. Support and resistance flip. This thing ended up breaking out. We kind of rode out, went sideways. And when I say we went sideways from here to here, I mean, we had 3 days of just sideways trading here. This sucker was just chilling forever. Excellent asset to trade, guys. I'm telling you, I've been having a lot of fun trading some of these equities. Just killer trades. Let's look at something real quick here. Ethereum, I haven't been focused on any of the altcoins. I told the cranksters here I'd be looking at this. We have been putting in higher lows, and then it finally ended up getting the bounce here with Bitcoin, right? It finally ended up getting the bounce with Bitcoin. But I haven't been focused on any altcoins, guys. I do not... You know what? I read Carl to the Moon's post today. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not. He's saying Ethereum has bottomed. He's saying Ethereum has bottomed. But for me, when I'm looking at this, I also understand that the more that we play around, we have done this multiple times. We kind of play around here, and then we roll over, right? Shout out to Carl to the Moon and the big OG channels. We kind of go sideways here, and then we roll over. You know, yes, we are outside of this trend line. We are going sideways, but I'm here to tell you guys that if Bitcoin breaks fucking down, I have targets right here down towards 1380 or whatever it is, 1380, 1390s. So it is absolutely decision time, or we're about to squeeze, right? Up towards 2,600 bucks. 24 to 2,600. It is absolute decision time. And when I tell you guys that it's like a no trading zone, I don't have any high probabilities for... I don't have any high conviction here in these trades. Me personally, because we're scalping it and the ranges have just been so pleasant, I would prefer that this thing either fucking plummets and then we could take a nice big swing trade, or two, this thing rips, right? We go out here and then we kind of pull back a little bit and then we sideways trade again. It'll look something like this if we end up doing it. I want to, and again, I don't like these big moves. I don't like these big moves. This isn't my fucking forte. This isn't my cup of tea. I like that crab shit I love me some king crab, right? I love crab. I love me a fucking crab market. I would hope that Bitcoin never puts in another high. Stay at 64 to 60K for the rest of your fucking life, and I'll scalp the shit out of this thing with the Coliseum and the cranksters. That is our style of trading, but we understand that that's our edge. So me personally, I don't care if this ends up happening, whether it's going to be down here or like this or whatever it might be, right? If this thing breaks out or if it breaks down. If we get a little squeeze and then I'm prepared, but for me personally, I do not want this big move. This is not my cup of tea for day trading. We're either squeezing out, and when we do end up squeezing out, if we break out and we don't end up getting the breakdown, right, I will absolutely be trading this. This is what we're looking for, cranksters. We're walking through this. I'm giving you guys the fucking plan, what we are expecting, all right? What we're expecting when it comes time. Right now, we have very, very, very tight compression. Our scalping strategy is getting really, really, really tight for us to even get into this, right? But after we get our nice big move, we always go through, same thing. We always go through a consolidation, accumulation phase, whether it's a massive dump, and I say this to all the cranksters in the Coliseum, the best time to scalp is after the big move because we go sideways. That's what we want. When we have a big down, if we just absolutely waterfall and we go sideways, I will be nailing that. Everybody will. If we break out and we go sideways and accumulate before the next leg up or the next leg down, we will be absolutely scalping that, guys. But this is the game plan. There's going to be a day within the next week or two that this big move is going to happen. all of you are going to be listening to fucking X and the tabloids and the bulls and the bears. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Understand that in the Coliseum and this strategy, we want that sideways consolidation price action so that way we can scalp. So after this big move happens, Cranksters, whether it's going to be whether it's Bitcoin down into the mid 50s, we're going to sideways trade. It's time. Boom. It's time to get that price action. Fuck them, Cody. It is. That's not what we're looking for. Nobody is going to call this breakout or this breakdown. Nobody fucking knows, right? Whether we're breaking out or breaking down. Nobody knows if Bitcoin's bottom is in. Nobody knows if Bitcoin is nobody knows, right? Who's running this shit right now, right? I mean, dude, nobody knows. But what I can tell you is what I am certain of is after every single dip, we go sideways. After every single big dip, we go sideways. After every big dip, we go sideways. After every big pump, right, we go sideways. After every big pump, we go sideways. Again, after every big dip, we go sideways. I see fucking profits everywhere. I'm here to tell you guys, this is what the Coliseum teaches. This is what I practice. This is what I preach. This is what I execute on. So again, nobody knows if you're going to be able to catch the short on the big move down. Nobody knows if you're going to be able to catch a bottom and it's the big move up and then it rolls back over. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. But I'm preparing you guys because I've been calling for this big move, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. Don't get caught on that candle because I'm telling you, you're going to get fucked if you're on leverage. But what I can tell you is that after this move happens, it's time for us to get into action again. It's time for us to just start laying into these trades, man. It's time to just get after it, Cranksters. And so I'm excited. I really am because this move's going to happen. We've had some great trading this last couple months with Bitcoin's price action and USDT dominance. This is not going to last much longer. Again, look, big dip, sideways. We were able to trade. This was some of the best. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars trading this right after the big dip. Boom, bang, sideways. Boom, bang, sideways. Boom, bang, sideways, right? After every single pump, same thing. Boom, bang, sideways. After every single pump, boom, bang, sideways. There's ranges everywhere, but you guys got to be cognizant to know what you're doing. I'm preparing you guys because this next big move is coming, and then it's time to get after it again. I hope you guys fucking remember. I really hope y'all remember, man, because it's going to happen, and then you don't need to be listening to the tabloids or the news events or bottom's in, bottom isn't. You're looking for your daily move and the sideways action so that way we can scalp and make your trades, get your daily bread, go to bed, wake up, rinse, repeat, do it again to where it becomes effortless. I'm trying to teach you guys that it will eventually become effortless. Right now, you guys are training with the strategy, which is scalping, with the structures, where to find your entries, your exits, your supports, your volume levels, your resistances, your fib levels. All that education is rolling into all of that, but you execute based off of that, and that's how we have our edge, guys. You know, I'm messaging a lot of cranksters right now because people are getting into trades, and nobody knows if it's going up or down. I'm like, dude, you're in the green. Lock it in. You're in the green. Lock it in. You're in the red, and this thing, you shouldn't have taken the trade. Close it out. Nobody likes to hear that shit. Nobody, hey, dude, I'm in a bad position. What do you think I should do? I'm like, you should fucking close it out. What do you mean, dude? You shouldn't have been trading. I already warned you guys. If you guys are sitting in these positions right now, if you're sitting in these positions like this, knowing that a fucking tsunami's coming, what are you doing? Brother, what are you, just blow an account? Like, you want to lose money? Not me. I'm not doing that. I'm sitting back. I'm getting my daily bread, and I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to watch this shit happen. And then after it happens, and we go sideways, and then the uncertainty happens again, you guys got to remember, what is uncertainty? We got buyers and sellers. We got longs and shorts, and that's what creates our range. When it's sideways and it's a crab market, it's uncertainty. At the beginning of uncertainty, we have a beautiful range for us to scalp. At the end of the compression of uncertainty, the big move happens, and that's where it fucks you. That's where we're at, cranksters. That's where we're at right now. So understand, our strategy is scalping. We're getting in, we're getting out. You're playing it within a 20-minute to a 1-hour range in this tight compression. You're locking it in the moment you're getting that reaction. From the longs, from the bottoms or the tops, from the bounce or the rejection. Simple. All right? We understand that if you are and we also understand, right, that if we are going to be taking these trades from the tops and bottoms, you better have that stop loss, like tight ship at the top of that range, because that candle is coming. Last month, guys, I was scalping for hours. Made 60 grand. Every trade was $5,000, $6,000, all live streamed. I told myself, I know I shouldn't be trading. I shouldn't overtrade. Guys, I ended up taking the short on the top of that range, and it blasted me out 30 grand, which happened to be like a 4 or 5% stop loss, right? I mean, I didn't have a stop loss on that trade, but I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, I knew the end at the bottom of this range. I still have a bad taste in my mouth because I knew that candle was coming, and I was on the shit end of that trade. So I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen again. We're there. It's decision time. All right? USDT dominance has been telling us the story. Absolutely telling us the story on the daily. Tight compression, lower highs, higher lows, decision time. Do we continue this a little bit longer? Maybe. Is it decision time within the next couple days, tonight? Who fucking knows? Absolutely. We know it's coming, though, right? We absolutely know it's coming, so. Let's look at this. Let's see what else we could look at, crankstas. Let's see what else we can look at, crankstas. Let's look at, let's do another quick shout out. Motivating, thank you, Crank. Yeah, I hope you pay attention, brother. I hope you understand. It's coming, all right? They get what they ask for. Get in and get out. That's right. Never heard such good advice from any trader. You know? I like money, man. I like making tether. I do. Absolutely do. You know, $200-$300 is the same as $2-3 grand to 20, 30, 40K. It's the same to me. But this is specifically why I tell you guys, if you're trading with $1,000 and you're day trading with discipline, with an edge, with a strategy, you are understanding that on $1,000, you're making 20, 30, 40 bucks, 2, 3, 4%, 2, 3, 4%. If you're trading with $10,000, 2, 3, 400. If you're trading with 100 grand, 2, 3, 4,000. If you're trading with $1 million, 20, 30, 40K. It does not change. And I'm telling you, cranksters, I'm telling you, if you stick to the strategy and you stick to that structure and you do this, all right, you're going to, little wins equate to big accounts. Little wins equate to big accounts. And that's the only way this shit works, man. Otherwise you're, oh, this is the bottom because the channel told me I'm in a long 60. Oh, fuck, it's down to 55. They lied to me, but I'm in a bad long. I'm down $6,000. I only have 10K in the account. Oh my God, I'm down so big. Oh shit. Oh shit, it actually pumped. They told me it was going to do it. I should probably lock it in because I heard that CryptoCrank guy say I should lock it in. Oh my God. Oh fuck, it's back to break even. But they're saying it's going to revert. This is just a healthy pullback. Oh fuck. You guys know what I'm saying, man. Don't lock it in. There's always another trade. As a beginning trader, as an advanced trader, as an intermediate trader, I don't give a fuck what you are. And if you're trading cryptocurrency and you're getting a nice, good, solid pump or a blessing of a structure to trade it, you lock it in. God dang, dude. Otherwise, you're just fucking, you deserve what you're going to get, man. You deserve it. It's cryptocurrency, bro. Like a ninja. Shout out to BLB13. We know for sure that the move will be, will 100% be to the right. Yeah, it's 100% going to be small amounts. Easy does it. The turtle wins the race. Absolutely. That's right, dude. Fuck them. You guys need to be doing your own research. Otherwise, you're puppets. If somebody's telling you to long something or buy something or invest into something, you need to be doing your own research. Stop listening to influencers. Understand what you're doing. If you're investing in Bitcoin, you better understand why. If you're longing or shorting SanDisk, you better understand why. Whether it's just a tradable asset and it's got a great structure and the volume and the hype's there, momentum, you better understand why. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to your favorite traders. Don't listen to your favorite influencer. Understand why. Don't be a sheep. Brother. All right. Crank's the real deal. Get some kangaroo price action. Bacon told me to sell and I lost it all. That fucker. Oh, how we missed you, man. Best advice. What up? You passed it. Yeah, I was looking for that asset. Yeah, Cranksters, it's on my heart, man. You know, I'm trying my hardest to do exactly what I'm telling you guys because I don't want to give back any of these profits. I don't want to get caught on these moves. You know, don't want to do it. Let's look at something real quick here. Let's take all this away. Is it time to short Bitcoin? The reason I say that is I would want USDT dominance to come down one more time to this macro trend line, right? Somewhere down into here, and let's see what kind of reaction we get. So if we do end up coming down on USDT dominance right around 8.34, or if we get a nasty little wick here, but we still put in a higher low, you guys got to absolutely short Bitcoin. We're gonna get the bounce, whether how high we get. This initial reaction is absolutely going to be shorting territory for Bitcoin, right? It's going to be short in territory for Bitcoin. Whether we squeeze a little bit higher, 65's been the line. If we do end up doing this, and that's probably the higher probability right there, is that USDT dominance comes down in this macro trend line, right? We're going to come down in this macro trend line. Oops, hold on. Hold on here. Bitcoin gets another squeeze. Remember, we have not been able to get out of $65,000, right? We could see that this has been our, just the, hold on, let's go here. Let's get a rectangle. We'll go from right here. Boom. We absolutely can come squeeze all the way up here. It looks like it's breaking out, and we can see that it's just been resistance, right? We could see resistance, 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 resistance. I'm going to be looking to see, can we squeeze? Are we going to be putting in a lower high? What do I mean by that? We have our high, lower high on this trend line. Are we going to come up just a tad bit more? Or is USDT dominance going to rip out? This looks like it's going to do it, and then we're back into the macro resistance that we've been holding, right? So it is decision time, Cranksters. It is a very tradable asset right now. Absolutely a tradable asset. You just got to understand. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, sorry about that, PNF. Oh, looks like I did get filled on the Bitcoin short. Yeah, we did get filled on the Bitcoin short. Beautiful. That's a real beauty right there. That was a real beauty. Looks like I did end up catching the Bitcoin short for another $1,500. Based off a Diddy, maybe getting a little bit of a pop right here. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Excelente. Give me a second here. Yeah, nice. We did end up getting a nice little dip, man. That was another. So we're up $8,800 for the day. $8,900 for the day. I'll take it. Yeah. Yep. So again, we can see is USDT dominance. I would want to see that. That's what I want to see. I want to see USDT dominance come down to this this trend line right in here. Whether it dips down a little bit below, but we still as long as we put in a higher low than this, I will be shorting Bitcoin. I just know I'm going to end up getting that next reaction there. If I get stopped out, that means that USDT dominance is going to bulldoze through this. And then we have our macro trend line, right? We have a macro trend line sitting right here at 8.15 and a half. 8.15. We did it here, right? You guys can see 8.15 was the low. 8.149. We did it again here. We can absolutely see 8.15 even, right? Boom, bang. We want to see, are we going to put in another higher low and we get another bounce, which means that Bitcoin is going to end up, if this thing bounces, right? Bitcoin's coming down. If this thing blasts through this, then Bitcoin's going to squeeze. And our next level, guys, is literally going to come all the way down here towards 8.15. Real simple. I put 1,000 instead of 10,000 on that short by accident. Damn it, Viking Steve. Let's look at this here. What's going on with Bitcoin and ETH? Let's look at ETH real quick. Is Bitcoin going to get a little bit of a bounce? I'm going to take a stab at this real quick. Hold on. Anyways, Cranksters, it was a great trading day. Don't get caught, man. You guys keep these two charts just absolutely at the forefront of your desk, on your phones. Always be looking at USDT dominance. Zoom out because, again, we're coming in. Yes, are we scalping off of the 15, 20-minute, 1 hour? But on the daily, understand that we're coming into these macro levels, these macro trend lines to the highs and the lows. So you guys got to be very, very, very cognizant, you know what I mean, of the environment that we're currently sitting at. How long have we been streaming? About 40 minutes. Feels good, keeping it nice and short. And does anybody have any questions? By the way, oh, shit. Oh, no, Dylan Bronson. I actually was trying to reach out to you, dude. I was trying to DM you inside of the Telegram to see if you wanted to extend your used car warranty. I don't know if you got the DMs, brother. Just kidding, bro. Who's running this shit, by the way? You know? Yeah, I think I'm done with today, guys. I'm done trading. It's been a good trading day. We broke it down. It's the tail of the tape. We're literally still in macro compression. It's decision time. I have been very cautious trading Bitcoin unless we get a nice big candle to the upside or the downside, and then I've been taking the longs and the shorts. Outside of that, I am trading SpaceX, right? Outside of that, I have been trading SpaceX, and I have been trading SanDisk. Brother, just nasty trades off of this SanDisk, dude. I've been loving this shit. This bad boy is just like my little jam right now, man. I'm catching everyone in these fucking moves. It's been awesome. BTC Harpist, yep. I stream every single morning inside of the Coliseum. That's inside of the Telegram. The only way to get into the Telegram is to sign up with zoomex, put in your UID. You guys got to remember, I know some people don't like the business model. Some people say, oh, this fucker's making 5, 10, 50 grand on his trades. Why do I have to sign up to zoomex? Fuck you, all right? The Coliseum is free. All I ask is that you sign up with my trading partner. I am trying to do $2, $3, $4 billion a month in trading volume on perpetual futures. I want to be a trading desk. You know what? I've completely changed my business model from pay to trade with Crank. All right, pay to trade with Crank to trade to stay with Crank. Just sign up to zoomex, man. Help me build, and we'll kick some ass together. But yeah, I stream. Guys, what's my longest stream for this week? 6 hours in the morning? From what, 8 to 2 o'clock or something like that? 8 to 3 o'clock, just streaming, taking scalp trades, locking it in, you know? Can you tell us about your worst period of trading and how you got out of this? Oh, my worst period of trading was just knowing better. You're going to go through your phases of trading, Nadia, where you're learning, and then you're going to go through a phase of you know better. That's where the real discipline comes in. You know better. And during that time when you know better and you're making those adjustments, it's the discipline so that way you don't keep repeating because you know better. You see things, you think it's different this time, but it's not. You're going to go through these periods where you know better, and that's the most dangerous because you don't know better. This is why I say that you should read the book, Trading in the Zone, because you understand that there's going to be an outcome. And when you understand you have great risk management and you understand that there's going to be an outcome, you don't care if you win or lose. But we trade our edge within our strategy and our structures to play higher probabilities. So you leave that off to the side, and what you really got to tell yourself is there's going to be an outcome. I don't know if I'm going to be right or wrong, but the trade is valid. The problem is that when you go through this trading phase of I know better, you can make even bigger mistakes because you think you know and you don't. All you know is that you need to stick to the strategy. You need to stick to the great risk management, the structures, and the discipline, and execute based off of that instead of any of those I know betters. Do you see what I'm saying? That was my biggest thing. Was I had great luck at the beginning, lost it all. Horrible trades, lost it all. You start learning the discipline, and then you start going through a good phase of just dialing it in, and then you go through the next phase. Oh man, you know it all. And then it hits you all over again, fucking puts you right back on your ass. And you're just like, oh man, that was my hardest point. And then I started to really grow cutting bait early. When my strategy doesn't work or my structure, I don't change it. I don't move stop losses. I don't move. You guys know me. I'm a hunter TP kind of man. I like TP in 100%. I don't like runners. I don't do that. I get my trade. I was right. My probability with my strategy was right. So I don't need anything more. I don't need anything more than I don't need to think, oh, it could just keep going up forever. No, I don't. Or it could keep going down forever if I'm in a short. I got my initial reaction from my support resistance or my fib levels, my volume levels, and I was right, so I lock it in. Eventually, you're going to go through that phase where you're just, you know better, and you're going to make adjustments to those, and you're going to get fucked all over again like a newbie. Do you see what I'm saying? My biggest thing and my biggest growth came from making those adjustments of those I know betters, and then maintaining the discipline during that and not adjusting that. That was my biggest growth right there. And every trader is going to go through all of these different phases, right? Just because you made a great trade doesn't mean it was a good trade. Just because it was a bad trade, it could have been a great trade. You just didn't have it structured correctly. You know? People joke around, man, because like Landy and Bits of Wealth, all of us make a joke that, you know, your stop loss is my entry. Well, a lot of the times my entries are at the lowest points of the structures. So my stop loss has to be underneath that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just the way my strategy is, man. And I'll patiently wait. If I don't trade for a couple days, or if I don't have the structure, it's getting really tight right now. It's getting really tight right now for our strategy. And that's why I keep warning you guys, the big move's coming. And then we're going to go back into our accumulation phase. What I can tell you, though, is the reason why I say get into the Coliseum, all right? Get into the Coliseum because one of the best phases of every bull cycle, right, is the beginning of the long sideways accumulation phases. So let me just show you here. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go to BTC USD. Let's just go to a Bitstamp or a Coinbase chart. Let's go out to a daily. Let's go out to a weekly, actually, so we can look at this. Long sideways action. We can go here. Long sideways price action. Long sideways price action. When we get into this next phase of the bull run, oh man, you know, I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you, when we go through our long sideways price action to get on out of this, whatever this price might be, right? We don't know yet, you know, but we're going to know. Every single time we typically have these violent bottoms. We have not had a violent bottom yet. Do we see it? Cool. If we don't, cool. I don't give a fuck. But it's that next 6 months to a year of solid upwards momentum price action, up and to the right, not down and to the right. When we make that shift, Cranksters, I'm here to tell you, this is going to be some of the best scalping you ever had. We will be just absolutely, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right. I have issues. I picked the right direction for the trade, but get stopped out first, and then it runs your way. Well, I'll tell you what, Dylan, if you have that problem, you're getting stopped out, or you need to adjust your risk, man. Size down and let it run. Size down. Make up for that mistake with the position size. Size down 2 or 3 times on the leverage, so that way you can let it breathe just an extra little bit. Because if you're expecting a bigger move, do you see what I'm saying? You're going to make it up if you're right. Size down, right? That's what I do. Whenever I'm uncertain and I want to do it, I size completely down, man, because I can let that thing go into drawdown with the proper risk. And then if it's right, cool. If it goes into big drawdown, I used hardly anything for the risk. So that's just what I do whenever I see that. Do you market enter or limit enter? I do both, Ruza. I do both. Our fees are so low on zoomex. We have deep liquidity. I mean, my positions are anywhere normally between $1 million to $10 million on the futures. But we have VIP tier 2. I use both. Sometimes I just mark it in right away. I mark it out. I limit in. Just depends. Yeah, excellent, Dylan. That's a great question, man. Guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and chill. I think it's been phenomenal trading. We've been absolutely killing it. I will be live tomorrow in the Coliseum. Get into the Coliseum. Again, guys, get into the Coliseum and sign up to zoomex. Lock it in. Lock it in, all right? With that being said, I hope everybody has an absolute wonderful night. I am going to go kick it with the family, man. I'm going to go kick it with the family, get back onto the poolside, all right? I will see you guys tomorrow all day long. Brother,
Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained?